What are you doing?
I'm just on my phone.
Are you taking a picture?
No, sir.
Yeah, you are. Don't delete it though. I'm gonna get a copy of that, all right?
I don't know what you're doing, so I'm just protecting myself. You're coming into my office. You're not identifying yourself.
I don't have to identify. You work in the people's office. We don't owe you answers, lady.
Okay, sir, that's fine, but I'm going to ask you to leave. Otherwise, I'm going to call 911 and have the cops come in here.
You can do whatever you need. I'm in a public office engaged in a constitutionally protected activity. But don't delete that, though.
Hey, I am calling from 59 Court Street. I have a guy here in the building department recording me. He's not identifying himself. I don't know if he has weapons. I am not sure what's going on, but I'm really scared because I'm the only one in the office. Yes. It's this one that I'm calling you from. It's 572-6251.
Calling the police because she doesn't know if we have weapons.
My name is Isis. Perdomo, and now I have a second gentleman that just walked in with another camera also recording me, so I'm really not sure what's going on. Yes, it's two white males wearing a hat. One's wearing a Yeti hat. The other one's wearing a gray shirt with a tan hat. I'm not sure if they're going to wait for the cops to show up or not. I'm just sitting here trying to do my job, and these gentlemen are scaring me right now.
What a snowflake.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Okay, bye-bye. I'll stay on the line? Okay. You got it.
That's insane. I've never seen anything like that, buddy. And nothing happened beforehand. I came in.
Before we even get into what happens inside Westfield City Hall, understand this. What you're about to watch is a textbook example of how fear, misinformation, and authority collide when someone exercises their constitutional rights. This starts as something incredibly simple. One man standing in a public building, quietly using his phone. No threats, no disruption, no crime. But within minutes, that ordinary moment spirals into a full-blown police response fueled by assumptions, exaggerations, and outright false claims.
She asked me what I was doing. I told her I was working on something. And then I walked over here. She pulled out her phone and started taking pictures. I told her that I was going to request those as part of a records request. Yeah. And then she called, presumably the police, and said that I'm scaring her because I might be armed. That's what she said.
Hey, Andy.
Hi.
I'm still on the phone with the police department waiting for the cops to show up. You may be getting recorded by these gentlemen.
That's fine.
No, I am recording.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm in a public building.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Listen, so no word of a lie, and she'll concur. I
don't really need the story.
Well, I mean, stories are important because she told the cops or whoever she's on the phone with a couple of stories. Oh, they're here, yeah. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Surprised you guys didn't come in with your guns out.
Yeah, based on the phone call she made.
So I'm calling because I have these two gentlemen who walked in here with all these phones recording me.
Yeah.
They refused to identify themselves when I asked them if I could help them with anything or why they were recording me.
Okay.
He started raising his voice and telling me he doesn't owe me anything, that he's a citizen and he can do whatever he wants. He still refused to tell me why he's here. I'm the only person in this office right now. I feared for my life. I don't know if he's armed. He's had this whole attitude the whole time while I'm fearing for my life, not knowing who he is or why he's here.
So unfortunately, this is City Hall. It's a public place.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They have all the right in the world to do, record and do whatever they want. They don't have to have business to be here, since it is public. Okay, so
Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate that.
they can be here. They can be recording. It's their whole First Amendment right.
Okay.
Okay.
So I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to my camera.
If they want to stand here and record, they can.
Now, I do have to close the office at 4 o'clock, so I don't want to have any altercations with them because I do have to close it at 4 o'clock. So I still don't know what they're doing, so I don't feel comfortable with them recording me, even though I know that I'm in a public place. But
We are.
I appreciate that. I know that this is kind of a waste of
So this guy in the back is.
This is where everything begins to unravel. Notice how quickly curiosity turns into control. The employee doesn't ask, "Can I help you?" She demands to know what he's doing, accuses him of taking photos, and immediately asserts power by threatening to call the police. That's an important detail. Filming in a public government office is legal, An identification is not required unless reasonable suspicion of a crime exists. None does here. What's especially telling is the repeated insistence that he not delete anything, paired with the demand for compliance.
Is obviously the
I've never had
punk.
this happen before, and again, even
He
if
doesn't-
I come in and looked around the office and I said, hey, I'm here.
Man, listen.
What's your purpose?
I'm talking to this guy.
Just don't go
Negative
behind that. Just stand
attitude,
right
and
I'm good,
sorry,
man. I
I
can
was
take
just,
directives.
again, I'm just the only one here in this office.
Yep.
He's the janitor.
He's taken her word at face value. What she's saying is very different than what happened.
So
Well-
would you like to tell me what you're doing here?
So,
Yeah, I don't mind, man. I talk to everybody.
Sure.
So
we'll hang around with you.
came in to do a records request upstairs. This place is massive. So I came in this door. This was the first office I passed. So I walked in, and she asked if she could help us, or me. And I said, I don't need help, thank you very much. She asked what we're doing. Instead of being like the people that you're talking about that are looking for those reactions, I told her what I'm doing. I'm engaging in public.
We'll hang around.
And
Oh, this was handheld. I put it down just to fire this phone.
obviously you have the intent.
So, but no, but yeah, I told her that I'm recording.
Yeah.
And she said, what are you recording for? And I said, I'm recording you because you work for the government.
Right.
And then she pulled out her phone. I asked her not to delete the footage because I'd like to request it as part of a records request. And she said,
Well, it's her own personal phone.
So,
yeah, but she's using it, creating a public record. So I can request it. It's protected under FOIA. But anyways, I've never got denied one. I think I got over 2 dozen. But anyways, the point is she's saying,
So if it's
she's saying that
if
we're
it's
being
closed,
aggressive.
if it's closed,
We're not being
if you're
aggressive.
if you're and you're in here after.
So she made a false police report, which is punishable up to 2 years in the Framingham
15 minutes to do whatever you
women's
want,
prison.
And then you just gotta head out.
So she made a
The whole building closes at 5, so you can go somewhere else.
she made a false police report. Is that an issue?
Kelly 307.
I mean, I don't know who you've dealt with before.
Yep.
My tone never changes. I'm always like this. I've been doing this a long time.
Yep.
She told the 911 dispatcher that we were being aggressive. At some point, she said we tried to enter through a door, which I'm assuming is this one. She said that we might. She
That's
said
fine,
that
but
we
understand
might be
from her
armed.
perspective, she's just trying.
This 911 call is the most critical moment in the entire encounter. Listen carefully to the language being used. He's recording me. He won't identify. I don't know if he has weapons. I fear for my life. These are not neutral statements. They are escalation triggers. Dispatchers relay what they're told, and officers respond accordingly. That means these words can put lives at risk. There is zero evidence of aggression, threats, or weapons. Yet the narrative being constructed paints these men as dangerous simply because they are filming.
To do her job.
So making a false police report is just perspective.
Okay.
I haven't
I know
done
exactly what was said on the
anything, so I haven't
911
done a
call.
police
All I know is
report.
what we got called to.
Okay.
You guys were filming her and making her feel uncomfortable. That's why we're here.
She filmed me,
Okay.
but I didn't call the police because it made me feel uncomfortable because I'm in
I'm sure you were
public.
filming her first.
So
And
what's the
you gotta
problem?
understand
What's
that
the
this
problem with
behavior is not
that?
exactly normal.
There's cameras all over City
Right,
Hall.
but I understand exactly what
What's
you're trying to do.
what's abnormal about
She's
it?
not familiar with it.
If I was trying to, like you said when you came in, this is what they're trying to do, get a reaction. If that were the
Right.
case,
Yep.
my behavior would be a lot different because I can cuss without restriction
Yep.
as long as I'm not engaging in violent, loud, or tumultuous behavior. I'm threatening somebody.
Yep.
I could be legally protected
Yep.
way worse than I am right now. Yes or no?
Yes.
And I'm not.
Right.
Have I been rude or called anyone
No.
names? Have I been basically respectful the
No,
whole
but
time?
I know what your motive is.
What is my motive then?
Exactly this.
I mean, if that was my motive, wouldn't I
Okay.
behave
Do you
in the
have a
way
YouTube
that we
channel?
already discussed?
You have a YouTube channel?
Yes, I do.
Okay. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what
So
do
are
I
you
do?
using a public
What do
record?
I?
Is
What
that-
do
is
I?
that the
What
whole
do I?
point of being here?
Hold on one second. What do I do on my YouTube channel? Because you don't know me, but I think you're casting
I'm assuming it's
a.
this.
Which is what?
First Amendment Audit.
Okay, but the way that you're saying it is if we're trying to elicit some sort of negative reaction.
I believe that you are.
Okay, so
That's just my opinion. I'm entitled to my opinion.
So do you think that-
yourself, because when you say
Okay,
it to
fine.
people like this, now she's going to take that in her mind and give it to somebody else like that, and you know that's not the situation. So you're making
No, I know the
a worse
situation. No,
situation,
you're
even
getting
worse.
upset with me
We're
because I
talking-
know
I'm
what you're
not.
trying
I'm
to
not
do.
upset. How
So,
am I upset?
What
You-
was
I
the
talk about
purpose
my
of coming here? Were you
You
coming to
are
get
retired.
records?
Okay.
You
Thank
are
you.
retired.
I was
You
coming
know
to
it.
get records.
You know it.
This building's enormous,
Okay.
so
You
this
guys
is
got
the
12
first
minutes.
office I passed. So I came in here and she started being a bitch.
Why'd you become a cop?
So what kind of records are you trying? I can
Why
place you in the
you
right
involved?
right
I need
place than you're
I
trying to
need
be.
Why do you
all
brush your teeth?
lawsuits,
Why do you brush your teeth?
all
Why do you
settled
wipe your ass?
lawsuits.
Don't ask
from
questions.
lawsuits.
Here comes the moment reality finally enters the room. One officer immediately acknowledges the truth. City Hall is a public building, and filming is a protected First Amendment activity. No business required, no permission needed, no identification demanded. That single statement collapses the entire justification for the 9/11 call. But notice the tension that remains. Even after legality is confirmed, discomfort is still treated as a reason for police presence. This is a dangerous precedent.
2017
Yeah.
through 2024.
I know the answer to all those.
You know what?
So specifically, any lawsuits the town has, the city has settled
Okay.
from that time frame.
Okay.
Like, so if someone has sued the city,
Yeah.
I'd like the amounts of those lawsuits that
Okay.
were settled and how many of them were.
So there, when you first walk in, there's a bulletin board, right?
Okay, anybody's threatening you in any
There's
way?
stairs. If you go up those stairs, right? There is another bulletin board, and those will give you the proper
Okay.
areas to go. You need to be in records, right?
Yeah.
Or you need to be at
Well, I
the
assume,
clerk's office.
I assume town clerk, city clerk.
Yeah,
What's your
so the
YouTube
clerk,
channel?
yeah, the records or clerk's office will be your best point of
What's this?
reference. Okay, I believe that's the second
That's
floor.
fine.
See, this is easy. It is. My
that's where
voice
you
has
need
never
to be.
changed. I don't know who you've had interactions with before. You obviously see videos on YouTube and you think that everyone's the same. I've been doing this for a decade. I'm one of the largest channels that does this. I have just as many positive videos on my channel as I do negative videos. I don't come in seeking any interaction, and I'll tell you one thing. This lady working over here, she's low-hanging fruit. If I want, I didn't even try. I just came in
I'm sure
with my
she's very good
camera.
at her job. And this is just
All
not
I
a
did
normal occurrence
was
for her.
come in to ask directions, and then that's what I got. If I
There's a
wanted to
directory
try,
right by
and,
the elevator.
if I wanted to try and trigger her, that would have been easy. So I don't know why you're being a
I asked
prick.
you why you were here and you refused to
Just
tell
don't-
me why.
I don't owe you answers to your questions.
Don't interrupt.
Okay?
Okay.
Just do your job. Do what you need to do for the night. Close up. Don't
You
interrupt.
wasted resources. You called armed men over people committing no crime that weren't even being aggressive with you. Like,
So
we could
if-
get all crazy if we wanted to, and we don't.
Do you want to head up to the clerk's office so you can get your paperwork?
Now I'm gonna walk around. I don't know
I mean,
what
you
your
can-
problem
you can walk
is,
around.
bro.
I don't have a
Did
problem.
he give you his name and badge number?
Sure did.
This office closed.
This is where accountability should happen, and where it starts slipping away. The filmer calmly explains how the dispatcher was told things that simply didn't happen. Aggression, attempted entry, possible weapons. These claims carry serious legal consequences. Filing a false police report is a crime, plain and simple. But instead of addressing that directly, the conversation shifts toward perspective and how it made her feel. That's a deflection. Feelings don't change facts. And when law enforcement avoids confronting false reports, it sends a clear message. Exaggeration is tolerated if it comes from the right source.
This is at what time?
4
All right,
o'clock.
let's hang out until 4.
All right.
This is how we want to do things. Let's do things this way. I appreciate you being professional. I have no problem with you. I have no problem with police. I don't even dislike cops. Okay, I think there's bad in every profession. For example, there's people that work in this office. She's a prime example.
I'm sure
But I'm
she's
not
a
going to have
wonderful
someone.
person.
You sure I'm a wonderful person?
Sure.
Okay, then why come in with all the hostility?
I don't have
Like,
any
you were
hostility.
pretty certain we're just
No,
here
I was
trying to get a
explaining to
reaction.
her what you're doing.
But the way you explained it was as if this was our goal. Like, I want to come in, put my life in danger, and have some woman
Your life's
tell
not in
police.
danger.
She told police that I was being aggressive, trying to come through a door, and that I might be armed.
Okay, well.
How are you going to respond accordingly? Which isn't your fault, but if you get a call where there's some sort of dangerous activity,
Yep.
you're going to respond to that call differently than you would if someone's locked out of their house and they need assistance, right?
Correct.
Because you need to be ready to evaluate the situation
So we didn't
and
get
act
any
accordingly.
information about you guys possibly being armed. We just,
Well, that's what she said.
you were bothering her and filming her. And
Yeah,
you felt uncomfortable.
she made a false police report, which I'm not even going to pursue because she's going to lose her job anyways. Guys, I'm at the Westfield City Hall in Westfield, Massachusetts.
Are you guys from around here?
I'm from my house. These are the Officer Adam and what's your name?
Kelly.
Kelly. Officer Kelly of the Westfield Police Department. Both looks like patrolmen. Here in this office, she made a false
I'm
911
having a
call.
conversation with you. I don't
And
understand.
then John
why I'm a
Wayne
tyrant.
came in and basically was alleging that this is why we're here.
No, I was
This is why we
explaining
do
to her.
what we do.
I'm calling a spade a spade. I explained to her what's happening here. Yep.
Well, a spade is like he came in super professional. He explained to her that what we were doing was legal,
Yeah, I
and
would've
as
had-
long as she
I would
did,
have had a private conversation with her, but I'm talking to her over a
listen,
desk.
I let
and you
like
guys
this
put
is
her
like a
into-
game of tag.
Yep.
You're it, then I'm it, right?
Now we see a common tactic, assigning motive to discredit behavior. The moment YouTube, enters the conversation, the tone changes. Suddenly, exercising rights is reframed as provocation. But motive is irrelevant. Rights don't disappear because someone records content. The First Amendment doesn't come with a popularity clause that what's dangerous here is the assumption that filming equals harassment. It doesn't. The officer's opinion is just that, an opinion. And when opinions start shaping police responses, neutrality is lost.
Right? And I'm not interrupting you when you talk.
Yeah,
So do me the
kind of
I'm not.
You've been talking.
So do me the courtesy of not interrupting me when I'm speaking to you. Okay?
I was explaining to her what was happening. I never said that.
This guy was
You have
professional.
an interesting hobby. I didn't
He
say you're bad
he
guys.
de-escalated the situation. Right? He explained to her what was happening. Problem
I
solved.
don't feel like I'm escalating.
No issues. When you're telling her that a reaction is what we're looking for, that's an escalation. You're also putting her in her mind and other people's that that's what people that do this for the right reasons are here for. I've been doing this for a decade. How long you been a cop?
6 years.
Okay, so I've been doing this longer than you've been doing that. I don't tell you how to police. You don't come in here and tell me how to public. Do you understand the words that come out of my mouth?
All right, buddy.
Why is he not being spoken to the way you are?
I don't.
Because you want to be a you played a
I
stupid
don't think I was
game
being
and you
an
won a stupid prize.
Okay.
All right, you don't like the game,
You're really
don't
showing
ask
me
for the
right now.
prize.
Okay. Secretary.
Thank you, Officer Adam, for your professionalism. All you have to do is be nice, bro.
I have been very nice with you.
You've been a is what you've been.
Thanks.
Tell me, we got 7 minutes, guys.
I tell you, you're not gonna make it on the force too long, buddy.
Cool, dude.
I'm gonna move out of the office. It's about to be 4 o'clock.
Very good.
Excuse me, I'm heading out of this office. So last year, only 66 police officers were killed by citizens.
Okay.
Over 1,500 citizens were killed by police. So do you think we should fear more you, or do you think you should fear us? Because you guys seem to be worried about officer safety. I'm just one of those guys. If you put your hands on me, you touch me, I touch back. Like, we can get that. That's how I am in just life. But statistically, people are more likely to be hurt by police than police are to be hurt by people.
Okay.
I'm just trying to give you some statistics here.
Well, thank
Have you heard those
Oh, that's
statistics?
because in the state of Massachusetts, they take
Not
the
those exact
Second
numbers.
Amendment away from you.
Yeah, those numbers are pretty on spot.
You want us to shut this?
I'll stay over there and lock it.
Yeah, that moron would like you to shut the door.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Not a problem.
All right, you guys are free to roam the building, all right?
Yeah, I mean,
Have fun.
you guys, you don't want to stick around because some snowflake might want to call you back so you can
If
come
they
in
call us
here
back, they call us back.
and stay the same that you're leaving.
Just make sure, remember,
Thanks.
the building actually
Closes
closes
at
at 5 o'clock.
I appreciate your
Okay.
professionalism. I'll make
Please.
sure when I file his complaint that I file a commendation for you. You get your out of here. Get the step.
Make sure you guys are out of here at 5 o'clock, all right?
Find a better
Thank you,
hobby.
officer.
Find a better hobby.
Hey, bro. Find a better hobby than beating your wife. Of handcuffed people. Why don't you beat it?
In here.
Get out of here. Look at this in front of me, guys. This guy's a huge.
Find a better hobby than
Thanks,
that.
buddy. God bless.
Yeah, see you later, miss. What do you do for a hobby? Aside from huh, sweetheart?
I'll close it out.
Okay.
Adam, you have a good day, man. Thank you for your professionalism.
Here's the contrast that matters most. One officer de-escalates by explaining the law. Another escalates by questioning intent and character. Only one of those approaches resolves conflict. The filmer repeatedly points out that calm explanations solve problems, while accusations create them. This exchange exposes a larger truth. Professionalism isn't about power, it's about restraint. The situation was never dangerous until fear and assumptions made it so. And once again, the person exercising restraint is the civilian, not the authority. This case ends the same way it should have begun, with clarity. No crime occurred. The filming was lawful. The 911 call was unnecessary, exaggerated, and potentially dangerous. The officers ultimately acknowledged the rights involved, but not before valuable resources were wasted and a false narrative nearly escalated the situation beyond control. The key takeaway is simple. Constitutional rights don't require permission, comfort, or approval. When public employees misunderstand the law, and when fear replaces facts, everyone loses.